Hi guys, welcome to my channel Vinyl Beauty, or welcome back. I'm Debbie if you don't know me. Today's video is just going to be a super chill get ready with me, but we're going to be using luxury makeup, some of which is from the past, and then we've got something new and exciting that I got for Christmas. So we're going to be seeing what this is and playing with this today as well. So if you want to see what's in this red box and also see me create a full face of luxury brand makeup, then please keep on watching. Okay, hi, I hope you've had a really amazing Christmas. It's so nice to be back. I did promise I'll be back on the 27th. I'm a day late. I just took a bit of a sofa day, watched lots of TV yesterday, but I'm back to it today. Super excited to film this one. So I'm going to be doing pretty much a full face of luxury branded makeup. Don't have luxury items in every category, so I might have to substitute a few things out, but luxury as much as I can. So we're going in first of all with a primer. This is the McGrath primer, which is the Skin Fetish Sublime Perfection primer. I always have to read them off of the thing because their names are always so long for these things, unnecessarily so I think. But got this primer free with a purchase of something else at some point or another. I've hardly used it because I'm not really a primer girl. I'm having a job getting it out of the container as well. I do like it, it's nice. I don't really know if primer does anything more than a moisturiser does, if I'm quite honest with you. But we're going to use it today to get some use out of it. And then for foundation, I'm woefully low in foundation at the moment. I always use my number 7 foundation for my videos, and that's really the only one I've got. I've got that one, a Too Faced one, a really old MAC one that probably needs to go in the bin, and I've got my absolute favourite, which is Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk, so we're going to use that today. I keep this for special occasions, but because of the makeup that we're going to be using today, I think it's kind of a special occasion. I've forgotten quite how liquidy this foundation is compared to the one I have been using, where it's a lot creamier of formula. But I do love this one, as I say. It's got such a beautiful luminosity on the skin. It just suits me so well, I think. So guys, how was your Christmas? What did you get up to? Ours was super quiet. I'd already said in my videos where I was doing the festive looks leading up to Christmas that we're having my mum for the Christmas period. We had her for Christmas Day and sort of 3/4 of Boxing Day, and played lots of games on the Switch. I downloaded Wheel of Fortune, that was quite good fun, and the version of Monopoly on there, which my husband always wins, and he won. He wins everything actually. We called his avatar Smart Arse in one of the games that we were playing because we played Trivial Pursuit and he literally always wins that. He just knows so many things about everything. But it was super fun and it kept mum entertained. I don't like to watch TV when my mum's there. She's a little bit deaf. She has to have the TV up really loud, the subtitles on, and I don't think she can follow it even then. So it's just nice to do some fun family games, and it was a laugh. It was nice. And I've bought some games for me as well, so when I get a chance I'm going to be playing those. I've got Super Lucky's Tale and the Sonic one that's got the old Sonic games and the new one. I can't remember what it's called now, Sonic Mania I think. And Nino Kuni as well, so I've got a few to play. And I might go back to Animal Crossing. It's been ages since I've played it, but it's got all the winter scenes. I'd forgotten that it changes with the seasons. I missed the toy event on Christmas Eve for that. And yeah, I need to play that before all the snow's gone in it. Right, for concealer, I'm going to use the Born This Way concealer. Yesterday, after we'd taken mum home, I decided to have a day to myself yesterday just to watch some TV. And so I've been watching that Defending Jacob on Apple Plus. This is in the shade Snow, by the way, I forgot to tell you. Started watching that, and it's got 8 episodes, about an hour each, and I just literally watched the entire thing yesterday. It took me most of the day. That's the trouble with TV programmes. I just go, just one more episode, just one more, and the whole day is gone. But it's so good. If you've got Apple Plus, I recommend it. It's slow, like the story's slow, but the ending is like really, really good in it. So enjoyed that. And then last night we started watching Afterlife, the comedy drama kind of thing with Ricky Gervais. I know that's quite old, but there's a new season coming in January, and I'd always meant to watch it, so I wanted to watch it before the new season started. It's just so good. The characters are amazing. The humour is just my kind of humour in it, but it's sort of tragic and sad but funny at the same time. It's just so well done, so well scripted. Don't know if you guys watch that. Actually, those two as a combination have not turned out too bad. That concealer's a bit thicker of a concealer than I'm used to, and it's a bit more yellow tone than I am, but it's not too bad. For powder, I'm going to use this one, the Laura Mercier translucent but in the glow formulation. I've got the normal translucent as well, but I prefer the glow one. I want to be super glowy today. This does have quite a bit of colour to it though, so it will make me look a little bit bronzed as well, I think, but it just leaves such a pretty sheen on the face if you like to be glowy like I do. If you want a matte foundation or matte base, this won't be for you because it really adds some glow, but it's pretty. And it's fairly bougie, I think, Laura Mercier. I'm going to go in with my Hourglass Ambient Lighting Quad from last year. I haven't used this nearly enough. It's a really, really nice product. The only thing is it's not really got a contour kind of shade in it. It's got a bronze shade, but it's not like cool enough as a contour. Just going to grab for a contour. My Kevyn Aucoin Sculpting Powder in Light is my second favourite contour. I loved the Lunatic Cosmetics Labs one, but that couldn't be really considered bougie. That's more indie, so I'll use this one. It is a really good colour on me, this one. It's not quite as kind of cool toned and grey toned as I like in a contour though. I do like to really create a shadow with a contour. This is a little bit warm and bronzy for contour, but it's okay. Don't know if I'd buy it again. But it's got a lot of pan in it. I did use it a lot when I first bought it because I thought at £35 for this tiny little amount of product I needed to make sure I used it. But I way prefer the Lunatic Labs Cosmetics Book 1. It's my ride or die for contour. Well, that's not looking too bad. I might do a little bit of bronzer today. Not really a bronzy girl, but I think if you're doing a sort of toned down luxury kind of look, nothing too out there, then bronzing the skin can look pretty. Oh, the other thing I was watching leading up to Christmas, if you're looking for something to binge between Christmas and New Year, is Big Sky on Disney Plus, which is like a abduction kind of serial killer thing with the detective agency that are looking for this guy. Are both real kick-ass women. They're really good in it, and the storyline's great. The villain in it is like really creepy. He plays his part really well. Yeah, totally recommend that. I think there's been there's one season but 16 parts, so there's a lot of that to watch, but the new season starts beginning of January. For blush, I'm going to use another Hourglass product. This is Sublime Fleurs. Pretty pinky shade, nothing too crazy. As I say, I'm looking for quite subtle kind of makeup today for me because of the product that we're going to use on the eyes, which I'm super excited to show you. My husband did really good with the Christmas present choices, really, really good. That looks pretty, not as blushy as I normally go, but healthy and pink and glowy, I think. For highlight today, we're going to use this Pat McGrath one. This was the Divine Rose Skin Fetish highlighter. It's quite a pinky glowy shade. I think again it's going to suit the look. It's got quite a bit of gold to that pink. It'll just give me that bit of sheen. It's nothing too crazy though. It's not one of these glitters that I love. But this is classy makeup today. Probably about as much of that as we need. It does blend really nicely into the skin though. I'm just going to whiz off camera to do brows because you've seen that a million times and it takes ages to do, so I'll be back with those done. Okay, brows are on. I don't have a posh eyeshadow primer either, so we're just going to use the MAC Soft Ochre like I normally do. And today we're not going to be using NYX glitter primer or doing anything like that. I'm just going to, as I say, create quite a subtle shimmery look with this exciting eyeshadow palette that I've got to show you. So my husband really spoiled me. I'd asked for an hoodie, which is a hooded blanket with like a hood and arms, and it's kind of got fur inside and like vellum on the outside. It's just the softest, warmest, coziest thing. But he wasn't sure it was going to turn up in time, so he bought me a couple of other things as well. He bought me a Barbara Streisand book, which I was very excited to have. It catalogues every one of her albums because I'm collecting those. And then he bought me this eyeshadow palette that I'm going to show you right now. So it's by Christian Louboutin or Louboutin, I'm never sure how you say this. It comes in this cardboard box, which is super posh on its own. And then this is the eyeshadow palette presented in here. You've got a little tool in the bottom that helps you to push the eyeshadows out because you can replace the inner. So I'm going to show you what I mean. So even the little tool that you get is posh to do that with. But this is the outer casing of the palette. It's probably the most luxe thing I own. I'd never have bought it, I don't think, because I'm sure it was expensive. I've not had a look at the price of it. There was two different colourways. He's chosen the one that's sort of more rose pinks. The only thing with this though is there's no mattes. It's all either foils or shimmers. So you've got 3 shimmer shades and 3 foil shades there. But as I say, you can pop this out. So on the back of the packaging, you've got a little pinhole there. So you can use that little tool to push the package out, which is going to be difficult to do on camera, but I hope you can see it's pushing it through. And so it comes out, and so the package is refillable, and then you can just buy the eyeshadow on its own and refill whatever shade that you want. So this one's called Rose Pigale. There's 6 grams of product in here and it's made in Italy. So I've got high hopes for it because makeup made in Italy is always nice quality. And we're going to create an eye look with it. So because we've got no matte, I could do an all shimmer look, but I think it'll be easier to have something to blend into. So I'm going to use the Pat McGrath Labs Venus in Fleurs palette. So this one. Everything that's Luxe makeup reflects horribly off of ring lights because it's always so shiny plastic. But we're going to use the matte shade out of here just to create a bit of a base first. So I'm just going to start that in my outer V. Going to do a rounded shape today, not going to do a wing, just going to make things quite simple. This is a lovely tone of eyeshadow, this one. I'm never sure when they put the names on the other side, which one I'm looking at, but I think it's called After Dusk. A reddish tone to it, but it is quite deep. It's deep enough to use as a deepening up shade. So I'm just packing that to start with. My mum got me some makeup for Christmas as well. I knew she was getting it because she asked me what I wanted, so I told her that because it was at a time when I wasn't buying very much makeup when it came out, but I really wanted it, and it's the Pat McGrath Celestial Odyssey palette. I've got the Celestial Divinity from the year before and I really wanted the Odyssey. I like the packaging way more on this year's, and the shade selection is lovely. Some beautiful shimmers in there. So I want to do a kind of New Year's Eve appropriate look with that. So that'll probably be my video that I'll do tomorrow. Got on a fair bit of product down. Just going to join that just slightly with my lower lash line. I'm not going to use any more product now, and I'm just going to try and bring that through the crease with what's still left on the brush. I'm going to keep it quite open at the front so that we've got quite a lot of room for these shimmers that we've got in the Christian Louboutin palette. Can't quite believe I'm saying that on camera. So I reckon this must have been really pricey. I never like to know, so I haven't looked it up, but I think it was probably going to be a ridiculously expensive price for 6 eyeshadows, so he's really treated me. I think because I've got so much makeup and he wouldn't know what I've got, but he knew I hadn't got anything like this, so I'm like super grateful. I don't ever really get makeup for Christmas because, as I say, people think I've either got too much of it or they know I've got a lot so they don't know what to buy me. I don't know if that's the same for you guys, if you're super into makeup or if you've got a channel. I love getting makeup, but people don't know what to get you. I'm just going to swap to this brush. It's the lip brush from Urban Decay, but it's good for doing the lower lash line because it's got that angle to it if you don't want things to get too carried away. Made a bit of a mistake in this corner. Just going to get rid of that a bit. So did you guys get any makeup for Christmas, and what did you get? I'll be interested to know. And I've been chatting with a couple of people, so I know what some of you have got. I'm probably going to treat myself to some more Gimme Glow shadows. My mum gave me some money as well as the palette, and she bought me some other things as well. She really spoils me every year. But Give Me Glow costs a fortune to get to the UK, but having used the Christmas morning palette again, I just loved it so much, like the quality of it. I'd forgotten how good it was actually, so I want to get the Bad Witch Club palette and probably the Vintage Rose palette, so I might treat myself to those. Right, that's all the matte that I'm going to do. I am just going to blend that out though. So I can do just an all shimmer look, but I think it just looks better if you've got a matte in the look. The other colourway that he showed me that they do has got a black in it, and it's a lot more cool toned, so I might have to ask for that one for my birthday. It's not my birthday till March, but I always like a deepening up shade of black, and I think that was a matte. I'm not sure, it might be like a satin. It would probably work as a matte. I love how McGrath shadows blend. They stay ultra pigmented where you've placed them, but they blend really well as well. So I'm looking forward to playing with that palette tomorrow. Did any of you guys buy the Bridgerton palette? I was tempted, kept looking at it. I was like, I don't really need it. Talked myself out of it, and now it's sold out. And you know when things are sold out, you're then like, why didn't I get it? I can't get it now. I think it is going to be restocked. But to be honest, I think I want the Mothership Utopian Dream more because I've got all the other Motherships, and it'd be nice to have that one too. Okay, so what am I going to do with these shades? And I don't think I'm going to be able to use them all. I'm going to use this shade. They've got no names. I'm going to use this shade in the outer part of my lid space next to where I've put that deepening up matte. So we're going to start with that. I'm just going to take a bit of that just in the outer corner. That's going on super smooth. It's not giving me any fallout either, but it hasn't got any sparkle. It's almost like a satin, I would say. It's just giving us a bit more depth really to the look, which I never mind that. I like a bit of depth in my looks. I think I want to go for the real shimmery looking shades. The indent in them, the pattern is beautiful. I'm going to go with that one. That's going to go next to that. It's pretty, but it's not super sparkly. Very, very smooth though. Considering I'm not wetting this and I'm not putting it over any kind of glitter glue, because I didn't want to do that. I wanted to see if these performed well without that, and they are doing. I think what I'm going to try and do is use all of these more sparklier shades. So I'm going to go in with that one next. I'm going to apply that next to the one we've just done. I'm just going to kind of move along the line, nothing revolutionary. Yeah, this is subtle, classy kind of makeup. Not super foiled, not out there, but really, really smooth. You can tell it's expensive. So for the inner part of my lid and kind of going onto my lower lash line a bit, I'm going to use this one. That's got the most sparkle to it. That's a pretty colour. Yeah, that's really, really pretty. That's my favourite so far. I wonder what would happen if I did load up the brush and spray it with this colour. I just want to see if I can get it to be a bit more super sparkly. Yeah, that's made a bit of a difference. I don't know if you can see. Just bringing that into my inner corners as well, but not taking it too far down. As I say, I want to make this just a subtle kind of classy look. Okay, so that's it for the eyes. Just going to hop off camera to apply mascara and a lip, and I'll be back with you with the finished look. Okay guys, so this is the finished look. It's neutral for me, pretty classy I think, and I've gone with a nude lip, which I don't do very often. But I think this sort of makeup, this kind of bougie luxury makeup, just makes me want to tone things down a bit and yeah, just make a classy look, which has been quite fun because it's not something I do too often. For lips today, I've gone in with a lipstick from this set by Marc Jacobs. One year they brought out these really beautiful little mini lipsticks and it's in a gorgeous case. And I think these are probably 5 or 6 years old at least, but they're fine. So you got a whole set of little minis in there, just packaged so cute. But the lipstick that I've got on today, they ranged from neutral all the way to deep dark, and this one's the lightest one and it's called No Angel. But if I was going to wear a nude lip, this one is the perfect colour for me, I think, because it's super pale. You don't find too many in my kind of shade because I'm so ghostly. So yeah, it does look like a true nude on me. Yeah, this was a lot of fun to do. My thoughts on the palette then, well, it's packaging gold, isn't it? I mean, it's just absolutely stunning. The way that they've packaged it, the way that you can take the shadows out and replace it with something else. I think that's great for being eco-friendly. It's plastic, but it's so luxe and heavy. It's just beautiful. So that I love about it. If I'm quite honest, I think I've got shadows that perform way better, but I think these, as I say, bought for the experience. It's luxury makeup. It's like saying you can buy, I don't know, a pair of shoes for £20 and they're high heels and they'll look great, or you can buy Louboutins and you'll just feel like $1 million in them. Either of them will finish off an outfit and, you know, they'll be high heels. It's all about personal choice, I think, but to have this as a gift, it's something I'll always treasure because he took the time and effort to just choose me something truly luxurious that I just wouldn't have bought for myself, and it's been a lot of fun to use it. I think the look I've created has come out super pretty actually. As I say, it's neutral makeup, it's subtle makeup, and it's the sort of thing if I was on a cruise and wearing a beautiful ball gown or whatever, this is the kind of makeup that I reach for. So it's super small to carry around, and the fact that you can change the inside, I think it's travel friendly for something like that. So really glad I've got it and glad that I got the chance to try it out for you guys. So hope you've enjoyed seeing today's video. As I say, tomorrow we're going to be using the McGrath Celestial Odyssey palette. I want to do something a lot more deep and dramatic than this though. So there's a black sparkly shade in there and there's a beautiful green, and I want to kind of combine those in some way. So super excited to do that. So that's it for today's video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you're new to my channel, then I'd love it if you might consider subscribing before you go. But otherwise, I hope you're having a lovely day or night wherever you are and enjoying the holidays. And I'll catch you in the next video. Bye, guys.